Hi, in this video we are going to go over the function all. For example, if I have a list, function all is going to return true if all of the elements of this list are true. If I run that, I get the value true. But if one of the elements is false, it's gonna return false. For example, if this element is false, it should return false. Also, it considers something is false based on Boolean. For example, all of these things here are Boolean false. You see, for example, Boolean of 0 is false. Boolean of none is false. Boolean of empty string is false. An empty tuple is false. An empty list is false. Or an empty set. All of them, Boolean of them is false. And if any of them exist in my list, that's gonna return false. For example, if I print this one and one element is 0, I'm gonna get false. Or if one element is just an empty string, I'm gonna get false. This is also similar for sets. For example, if I have a set like S here that has 3 elements, true, 1, and 2, and if I use the function all, I should get true. But if one of the elements, for example the first element, be something like an empty tuple, I should get false. Similar for tuples. If I have a tuple like T with 3 elements, I should get true here. But if one of the elements, for example, last element is 0, I will get false. But how about dictionaries? For example, I have a dictionary like D here that the key 1 is related to value 0, key 2 related to the value false, and key 3 is related to value 0. So if I use the function all, we might think it should return false because we see false as a value and also 0. But in fact, it's going to return true because function all only cares about the keys of the dictionaries. For example, here all of the keys are true. I have a key 1, I have a key 2, I have a key 3. What happens if I have one of the keys as something like 0? Then I should get false. Okay, for dictionaries, we only care about keys of the dictionaries, not the values. In summary, function all is going to return true if all of the values are true, and it's going to return false if one of the values is false in a list, in a set, in a tuple, and in keys of a dictionaries. And for noticing what is false or true, that considers the Boolean function. Also, we have the function any, and function any is just like function all, but instead of considering all of the elements be true, it just says if even one of them is true, return true. For example, for this list that we had, so we had 3 true. If I use the function any, it should return true. Let me run that. Yeah, that's true because there is at least one true in that. What happens if I run that for this set, function any of S? So I have 1 here and 2 here, so I have at least one true. It should return true. But if this one, for example, is 0 and this one is an empty string, there is no true value in it, so it should return false. Okay, and same things for tuples. So let's say, for example, this one should return true because I have 2 and 1. So let's run that. And for dictionary, we said that we only care about the keys, and I have here 2 keys that are true, so 1 and 2. So if I use the function any, I should get true. Okay, but for example, if one of them is 0, the other one, for example, is just an empty string, and the second key is just an empty tuple, so there is no true key in this dictionary, so it should return false. Good. So again, all returns true if all of them are true, and any returns true if there is any true in that list, set, tuple, or dictionary keys. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.